everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing part 2 of my foundation routine. Part 1 is already made, so if you want to go check it out, go check it out. Part 2 is going to happen right now, and let's just get started. Before I start anything, this foundation that I'm about to put on, the Patrick Ta foundation, is one of my favorites. As I stated in my first video, that I have 3 foundations that I really love. The Chanel Le Beige, the Patrick Ta foundation, and the Dior Forever Skin foundation. This stick one is also included in that as well. So I'm going to do my Patrick Ta foundation routine today and what I do to keep my foundation on all day. There's really no difference in what I do in part 1, however this is a cream formula, so I do treat it just a little bit differently than a pump or liquid foundation. Because cream tends to move more on the skin, at least for me it does, I really like to try to make it stay down as much as possible. So without further ado, let's get started into my second part of my foundation routine. So the first thing we're going to do before our foundation is, of course, moisturize, tone, whatever we need to do, and then we're going to prime. Today I'm going to use the Chanel Le Blanc primer. This is one of my favorite primers. I just take one little pump and then I apply it all over and then apply that to my face. So for this cream foundation, I don't really want any extra illumination. I really just want to give this foundation a good base and foundation in order to be able to stay all day. Cream foundations are a little bit slippery, so you really have to prep your skin well as use products that will ensure the best long-lasting ability for your foundation. This is the Patrick Ta foundation. On the inside there's a little flap to protect the cream, and then this is the lightweight powder underneath. So I'm going to actually go in with a brush in this foundation. This is the Revlon flat paddle brush. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. Did you just see this? I just washed it, and so it has not, I just dented it. It has not, I didn't touch it beforehand to try to break up the stiffness. But for this foundation, what I really like to do is just go over with a flat paddle brush first. I find that is the most helpful for me. This is a lot. This foundation is super pigmented. For this foundation, I find the best way to apply it is by using a flat brush first and then going in with a second brush or a sponge and blending everything out. I really just like to lay the foundation out first and then go in and blend it, because cream products, especially that are this emollient, need some time on the skin before you blend it out and need a second product, because they just cake out on the brush and usually you can't get a good blending application with a brush that is all caked up with foundation. I like to use my beauty blender. Any sponge will do. I like to go in and just blend everything out. This is a medium coverage to almost full coverage foundation, I would say. You can definitely build it up to be more full. If I was to build this up, I'd probably go in with a sponge. What I also like to do with these types of cream foundations is use a pore priming primer. I like to use a pore priming primer because these cream foundations can tend to exacerbate any large pores, pore problems you have, acne you have, so you need to prime correctly in order to ensure the best long-lasting and flawless canvas that you can get. So this Patrick Ta foundation is extremely hydrating on the skin, which is great for dry skin. However, sometimes when you have this hydrating of a foundation on, it can feel a little bit oily. I usually just embrace the oiliness. I don't really mind because I feel like it's hydrating my skin a little bit. At the end of the day, I would rather have a little bit of an oily skin texture or feeling than a dry skin one, where I feel that my dry skin's coming out. I might have flakes, or you can see wrinkled texture. So I would prefer to have the oily skin from this hydrating foundation than the latter. Now that I'm done with my foundation, I'm going to set it. This time I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, one of my favorites. Part 1 and part 2 wrap up how I keep my foundation on and looking flawless all day. It's really the setting spray, the powder, and a very good base. And that's about it. That's how I keep mine on all day. Other people might keep their foundation on differently. And so you just have to find out what works best for you in your face, in your skin type. Part 3 would just be a repeat of me putting on the Dior foundation and a setting spray. If you want to see that video, let me know. But really, part 1 and part 2 wrap up how I keep my foundation on and looking flawless all day. It's really the setting spray, the powder, and a base, and a very good base. And that's about it. That's how I keep mine on all day. Other people might keep their foundation on differently. And so you just have to find out what works best for you in your face, in your skin type. This is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. And until my next video, just stay well until then. Bye!